Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mads and today we're going to be talking about how I have zero self-control. It was my birthday later this week on the 3rd of September. Happy birthday to all the Virgos out there. And what did I do? I went to the bookstore and I have zero self-control. So let's talk about the 25 books that I got for myself for my birthday. Can I also just say it's been very crazy to think about because it's been a year since I posted my very first YouTube video, which was the 80 plus books I got for myself last year. Didn't go that crazy this year, still went a little bit crazy. I'm still trying to get the books from that video and that birthday spree off of my TBR. So I didn't do anything crazy like that, but I just think it's crazy that it's been a year and I have over 20,000 subscribers. 20,000 of you watching my YouTube videos, which is just crazy, and I just wanted to say thank you so much. But without further ado, let's get into the video. I also just have to preface it by saying thank you to my beautiful boyfriend who gave me the gift card to go and buy these books, and he also got me a Kindle. Yeah, I feel very lucky, very grateful, and best boyfriend in the world. So starting out strong, I'm very heavily back in my ice hockey era. So I got Unsteady by Peyton Corrin. I'm pretty sure I just butchered that, but my friend Ruby read it. She really liked it and apparently has really great anxiety rep. Besides that, I'm going in completely blind. I'm very excited to read it. Then we've got Daydream by Hannah Grace, which is the third book in the Maple Hill series. First is Icebreaker, which absolutely took over the internet, and then we have Wildfire, and then of course Daydream, which is Henry's perspective, which I'm very excited to read. And I got very lucky because this was released on the 4th of September and I actually thought it was released on the 3rd, and I turned up and I was like, oh, there's only 2 books left, one is damaged, I'm gonna take this one. I don't really know how I got so lucky that it was out a day early or that there was only 2 copies and only one of them was actually good, but thank you so much for the book fairies for blessing me. This is just like all ice hockey. Then we have The Game Changer by Lana Ferguson, which is also the author of The Fake Mate, The Nanny, which I also got The Nanny. The Nanny has just been on my Amazon cart for literally I think like a year and a half. She's the nanny, he's a single dad, and I'm just so excited about it. Wait, I just read the back. Suddenly unemployed, Cassie has 2 options: get a new job and fast, or fire up her long untouched OnlyFans account. When she spots an ad for a live-in nanny position, it seems like the solution to all of her problems. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Also by that author I got The Game Changer, which is ice hockey, and it sounds really good. When a very public breakup becomes a PR nightmare for Ian Chase's team, his plan is to focus on his game, but that suddenly seems less likely than a hat trick. With his career and the team's image in jeopardy, Ian is surprised to find a solution through none other than Delilah Baker, his best friend and teammate's little sister, who just so isn't little anymore. Love it. Then we have Daughter of the Pirate King. My friend Savannah read this and she absolutely raved about this. I originally thought that this was a standalone, however since I found out that it is a trilogy, whether you can read this as a standalone or not, I'm questioning, because I just don't understand how. I've been told by several people that it is a standalone, so you must be able to just read this as a standalone, and that's why I purchased it, because I have so many fantasy series to start and finish that I just wanted a standalone. So I'm hoping that you can read it just as a standalone, but besides the point, it sounds really good. So basically she's hunting for treasure, and to do so she gets captured by her enemies to go on the ship and to basically raid it, and I'm pretty sure it's enemies to lovers and sounds really good. Then we've got a spooky one, Hidden Pictures. This sounds so good. Newly sober, basically she gets hired to be a nanny and she's looking after this 5-year-old little boy, and then he starts drawing really creepy pictures. Besides that, I don't know much. Obviously I think it is a haunting paranormal type thriller. I'm so excited. I keep seeing amazing reviews on it. It is high on my TBR. It is on my TBR for this month, and I'm very excited to see if I will like it or not. And speaking of paranormal thriller, we have Deadly Occupants. I actually wrote her, and this is Pretty Little Lies meets Paranormal Activity. I just want to briefly talk about her because she came out on the 10th of September. By the time I post this video, she will be out in the world, and you can read her on Kindle Unlimited, or you can get this stunning cover off of Amazon. She is fast-paced, she's fun. Let me just read the synopsis. A haunted house tour on Halloween night with 3 of her college best friends takes a twisted turn as Blair barely escapes with her life. Night may have ended, but the horrors are just beginning. Soon after, their own home seems to come alive, making them question if they're truly alone. As the paranormal activity rises to a fear-filled high, Blair discovers that the house isn't the only thing haunting her, but also her past. Now Blair faces the challenge of solving the devastating mystery or risk succumbing to the same torturous fate. Like I said, if you are a fan of paranormal, spooky, or even Pretty Little Lies, this is absolutely for you. It is a paranormal thriller, and I got this all ready in time for spooky season so that you guys can read her for Halloween and just all all the spooky vibes. So definitely please go check her out and give her some love. I'm an indie author, so word of mouth is just everything. So if you end up loving her, please rave to all your friends about her. And for those of you that are maybe scratching your head going, oh, I didn't know that she was an author, yes, I actually have this series that came out first. This is a romantasy series. This is Heir of Broken Fate. In case you haven't heard of it, it's an enemies to lovers fae romantasy. It's about a human princess who runs to the fae to ask for help to free her oppressed people, only to find out that the fae actually need her help more, and she needs to save not only the entire fae race, all of their mythological creatures, but also magic itself. And it's fast paced. It's got Who Did This to You, dragons, griffins, mermaids. It truly has everything you want and need in a romantasy, even fan family. So definitely go check her out. You can binge her on Kindle Unlimited. The second one has a lot of plot twists and betrayal, so definitely bring your tissues. Back to the video. Thank you so much for listening to that. Then I got Girls Who Burn. This sounds really good. Basically her sister dies and she goes to her friend and goes, hello, can we please go catch this freaking killer? And the back says, are they just playing with fire? Addie's sister died a year ago. It was officially ruled an accident, but Addie doesn't buy it. I'm really excited to read this though. It seems like it'll be a short, quick, fast-paced read, so really excited. We have This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I don't know anything about it. I just know that the cover is very pretty and it is going into summer here in Australia, so I just wanted to get this. Then we have Catherine Center, Hello Stranger. I'm so excited. I just read The Bodyguard by her. It was 5 stars for me. I absolutely loved it. I'm gonna go into this completely blind, so I'm so sorry. I don't know anything to tell you except that love isn't blind. It's just a little blurry. And then one of the only other romantasy books that I got, which is Cinder. I'm so excited. I've always been eyeing this cover. It looks so incredibly good. I also know that my friend Tegan absolutely adores the series. Cinder, a gifted mechanic in New Beijing, is also a cyborg. She's blamed for her stepsister's sudden illness, but when her life becomes entwined with the handsome prince Kai's, she finds herself at the center of a violent struggle between the desires of an evil queen and a dangerous temptation. Obviously by this I think of Cinderella, and I'm pretty sure it is a Cinderella retelling, but cyborg and like mechanic. I'm just so excited. Sounds really interesting. I've heard really great things, so I'm really excited. Then we've got When in Rome by Sarah Adams. This is such a funny story, so I actually know nothing about it, but there is a short series on Netflix called When in Rome, and I watched it and I actually really liked it, but I was like, I can't read the book because I've now watched the TV show and I didn't realize that there was a book. I spent this entire time looking at all these amazing reviews and be like, oh, I'm so sad that I didn't read it as a book. And then I said that to one of my friends and they were like, no, it's just like they were named the same thing. It's not the same thing though. So now I have this and I don't know what it's about, but it is written by Sarah Adams and she wrote the cheat sheet, and I love the cheat sheet, so I think I'm gonna love this. Now I have actually read this, but I got a special edition of Archer's Voice. It is absolutely incredible. I snagged this at the Overstock sale at Eternal Embers. It's just, look at that. Look at them. The bike and the dog. It's so cute. This is literally perfect. This is why there's such a big gap here. Some of the other books go there, but it sits there and I love it so much. I also ordered special editions of Abby Jimenez books, but it hasn't come. That's why yours truly is just sitting there, because all 3 of them are going to be there and they are perfection. Then I got Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I'm a huge fan of the Chestnut Spring series, and I also was gifted the second book in this series by Hachette. I've since learned that you say it as Hachette. So I'm very excited to dive into this. And then last 2 for romance, we have Behind the Net and The Fake Out by Stephanie Archer. I read this on Kindle Unlimited. It is fake dating ice hockey perfection. I tried to read this one on Kindle Unlimited 2 months ago. Softy and after, I'm definitely going to retry it again because I was actually in a romance slump and not in my ice hockey era when I tried to read this. But because I love this one so much, I'm absolutely going to dive back into this. And again, they are on Kindle Unlimited. Now into the spooky books that I got for spooky season. Now a lot of these I'm going into blind, so I'm so sorry, but I'm not going to read a lot of synopsises for this because I really love going into books blind. First up we have The Invited. I know nothing about it. Literally. These are all either ghost books, paranormal or hauntings, or just really creepy horror books. Then we have The Reformatory. This one is apparently also very sad. So I'm quite scared for that one, but I've heard every single person rave about it whenever I have it in a video, like a TBR video or anything. Everyone in the comments is talking about how amazing it is, so I have very high hopes. Then we have Just Like Home. Home is Where the Heart Bleeds. I have no idea. Wow, this just bumped up on my TBR so quickly. For Vera, going home means returning to the notorious Crowder house where her serial killer father murdered his victims and buried their bodies beneath. I'm gonna quickly put this on my TBR pile for this month. That sounds Then we have Ghost Camera. This is by Darcy Coates and she writes really good paranormal haunting books, so I'm not going to read the synopsis because I want to go in blind, but obviously it has something to do with the camera. Then we have Kill Creek. Again, I know nothing. I'm so sorry. Then we have Where He Can't Find You. I actually got this from the bookstore. I have not heard anything about it. Read the back and I was very intrigued. So in little patches here, it says, don't walk alone or the Stitcher will find you. Don't stay out late or the Stitcher will take you. Don't close your eyes or the Stitcher will remake you. Abby Ward lives in a town haunted by disappearances. People vanish and when they're found, their bodies have been dismembered and sewn back together in unnatural ways. But it is the work of a human killer or something far darker. She and her younger sister live by a strict set of rules designed to keep them safe, which is why it's such a shock when Hope is taken. Desperate to get her back, Abby tells the police everything she knows, but they claim their hands are tied. With every hour, precious Abby and her friends are caught in a desperate game of cat and mouse. They have to get Hope back quickly before too much of her is cut away and before everything they care about is swallowed up by the darkness waiting in the tunnels beneath the home they thought they knew. Like, I'm sorry, did you hear that? That is amazing. Add it to your cart. Then we have We Used to Live Here. You let them back in, you shouldn't have. Yes, I believe that this is about people that turn up and knock on the house and they're basically like, oh, I used to live here, can I please come inside? They go inside stupidly and obviously some creepy shit happens. Besides that, I have no idea, but I'm very excited to find out what does happen. Then we've got Murder Road. If you see her, you'll be next. This is obviously a haunting on a road. Besides that, I know nothing else, but it looks absolutely amazing. Now, I saved the best for last. I just finished this. This was the first book that I read on my Kindle and I read it in under 12 hours. I started it at around 4 p.m. and then finished it at 9 a.m. My dog is snoring, so just ignore that. And that is Ask for Andrea. This book was incredible. It is about 3 girls that were murdered by the same man, and then you get the perspectives of them in the afterlife and kind of haunting him. One follows like a police officer, the other follows her mum, the other follows him and tries to haunt him. And it is just, I cannot describe to you how good this book is. It was 6 stars. Every single person needs to go and read it. Ask for Andrea. It is on Kindle Unlimited. For the love of everything, if you take any recommendation from this video, let it be this. 3 girls that get murdered by the same guy and then they go and haunt him. Are you kidding? That is amazing. And that is it. Those are the books that I got for myself for my birthday, and that is the end of the book haul. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below if you have read any of these, if I should bump some up on my TBR, and thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah! Bye.